Greetings, fellow ship captains. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Windrose, episode 25. Launching a brig into the high seas. We could reclaim some material. Yeah, we could do that. So I have enough. Okay. Timber. So we'll need 17 more hardwood timber. I have 8. So we need to cut down some hardwood trees for certain. Because hardwood did not go into the catch, so I can't make the hardwood go into the next boat. And then copper ingots. Shipwright tools. Okay, so 30 shipwright tools. So let's price out what the 30 shipwright tools would look like. Heading back to Tortuga. Because I don't have it memorized. I think it's 10 a piece, so that'd be 300 piastre. If I'm not mistaken.
Sailing here on sea.
We've got the Brethren's finest equipment.
Yep. So got the shipwright tools. So all we really need is the copper and a little bit of hardwood. It's not that much of a grind. So current priority, make a brig. And not the like prison type where I arrest people, as I'm sure you're aware. Let's hit the copper mine here, because it will take a minute. The timber processes immediately, but copper doesn't. So we're going to want to process the copper. I know I'm almost out of food, but like this is a starting island, so even without any of my food buffs, I should be just fine. So we're heading over to copper deposit and mining up some copper. But you can see why I was like, keep doing flax, because I've been, this entire stream, religiously keeping up on the flax, and I only just had enough for that brig. Because that would have otherwise been the real bottleneck. Because foraging for the flax is, oh, like, forget about it. You're not going to forage up the hundreds of flax you need to build. You're going to need to plant it. And sew it. What is nice, my iron pick against copper is overkill, and that's the correct level of kill. Plus, I did use a lot of stone in the galley build. So we're replenishing our stone. Not that I need to, but it's obviously beneficial in that way too. Yeah, the flex requirements only go up. Oh, I am aware. In prepping for this stream, I made a frigate, and oh, it's the one time I was like, if only I had 3 friends to play with, so I could enslave them in the flax grind. Satisfying looking? It is. Absolutely satisfying. Zug Zug Smash Rock. I probably already have enough copper, but like, let's just fully mine out this cave so that the whole thing regenerates next time I need copper, if I do. Because copper is still useful. You can make nails out of copper, and they're the same quality as the nails out of iron. Nails are nails, as far as the game's concerned, and you can choose the metal you make them out from. So, when you have a high nail cost, having a bunch of, like, copper ingots around is pretty sweet. And that's exactly what I did. The next boat called for 200 nails, and I made 200 nails out of the copper stuff. IRL, that would make terrible nails. I don't think copper's too... I mean, brass nails might be alright, but they're still going to be very weak compared to steel. Or iron. Bronze, rather. I didn't mean brass. Alright, I think this is more or less done. Oh, yeah. Yeah, one little section. Yeah, resource grinding, friends. Yeah, there's some games, these open world survival craft games, like one that comes to mind for me because of the resource grind was like V Rising. Unless you tampered with the server settings, the vanilla V Rising settings for like the amount of resources you need to do any significant anything was just like, ugh. So when I played V Rising, I like massively changed the processing and drop rate because it was ridiculous otherwise. And it's not something that I see a lot of games get right. Where like when you very clearly on solo mode, because this is an offline solo game, it doesn't adjust its grind, and the grind here isn't that bad, right? Like, I'm getting a brig really, really quick. Now the frigate is different. The frigate grind, that's a whole, like, don't get me started, that's a whole different matter. But like a lot of these open world survival craft games, I feel like the grind is intended for you to have, oh, I'm running the wrong way. The grind is intended for you to have teammates, and if you don't have teammates, it's kind of brutal. And I really hate it when there's then game mechanics, like game state game mechanics, like 7 Days to Die, where if you have too many high-level players in one area, the game is like, oh, okay, you have a bunch of high-level players here? Yeah, we're going to penalize you even more. Like, I hate that. It's like, don't punish me for being cooperative. That's stupid. Sorry for my griping, but that really bothers me. And if you don't know what I'm referring to, for 7 Days to Die, when you're in cooperative, it adds up basically every player that is present level and then scales the combat to the combined level of all present players in the fight. And the reason that's really bad is like it's not reasonable. It doesn't add up correctly, or at least not the last time I played. And granted, to be fair, it's been a while. It's been a minute. But what ended up happening is like you could easily solo the like Horde Knights on your own, but as soon as you had like 2 or 3 other players, the difficulty would scale up outrageously, and you would just absolutely smoked in like Blood Moon Horde Knights. Or at least that was my experience. It became unplayable. It became to the point where like you needed to game the system, where like you had to grind up a strong base but not like level up your personal level, or if one player had a particularly high level, they had to like leave for Horde Knights. Otherwise it was on survival. It got stupid. No, I'm not gonna mince words. It was a terrible mechanic, super unfun to have to intentionally like nerf yourself or min-max in order to survive. Survival games shouldn't require that. That should be the exception, not the rule. Like min-maxing to feel that you can dunk on enemies, not min-maxing just for the bare survival. It's just silly. Alright, I didn't need a lot of hardwood, but hitting whatever trees are here present should be sufficient. And this time it doesn't look like there's a bunch of alpha wolves trying to kill me. As long as I don't drop a tree on my head. So what will be interesting, and I think what I'm going to do is once I have the brig, I will fight some naval battles to show you, and of like level to 8 to 10, just so that you can feel the difference, or see the difference rather, of what a, ooh, I'm a goat hunter. I can put up the goat trophy now. To see the difference of what a Blackbeard catch versus Blackbeard brig is. So for reference, the catch, I would say against the level 7, 8s, and 10s, it was a back and forth of like 10-ish volleys, maybe just shy of 10-ish volleys to conclude the fight. Something along those lines would be fair. Where any given volley was somewhere between 2,000 and 5,000 damage. And I had to do probably the 2/3 majority of the deck fighting. Not that that will change in a Brig. But I had to do roughly 2/3 of the deck fighting, half to 2/3 of the deck fighting to do a boarding action. I think that would be a fair assessment. Yeah, it is. I agree with you, Freddie. It is a shame how long it takes shipments to arrive. I think it would make more sense if, depending on the shipment size, smaller shipments arrive faster, larger shipments arrive slower, something akin to that. Or if you could have concurrent shipments, not just one shipment. Because if you have a trade partner, you shouldn't be limited to, like, buying one thing at a time. Like, that kind of just... I guess the game mechanic is, like, buy more stands. But I feel like, given how everything in this game is about upgrading, you should be able to upgrade your stands. If they did want to limit it. So for what I'm talking about here is, if I ordered, like, let's say, a box of rough hides, it takes 70 minutes, over an hour, for it to arrive, and in that 70 minutes, I can't order anything else. It locks the interaction, right? But, like, that doesn't really make sense to me. Why? Why is that like an artificial barrier? I should be able to order whatever I want. I don't care about the lag time, right? I should be able to order hides and wood and stone. I mean, or whatever else the vendor offers. Why limit me to the one thing? Or limit me to how many boxes? Limit me like 5 boxes in a given order, so I can just mix and match my like favorite 5 boxes. Don't limit to me one thing for 70 minutes. It just doesn't really make all that sense. So yeah, if you want to argue that your trading partner is like a single ship, yeah, that's fine. But a single ship, you can mix and match. It's not like, oh yeah, sorry, this ship can only have timber and nothing else. It doesn't really make any game mechanic sense. So I think that's something that could be improved. And then either, because at present, in order to get more shipments in parallel, you just need more market stalls. But it's like the same person standing next, like, what is he, a quadruplet? Like, that doesn't really make a lot of sense either. So allow me to like upgrade the stall to have concurrent shipments or something. All right, I think we should have what we need. A little reminder, if I'm going to make the Blackbeard Brig, we need 9 more. That's it. Oh, that's cheap as hell. I've got 22's worth. So at this point, we are probably just waiting for the copper to smelt. I could build more smelting furnaces and cancel the bill and have more concurrent furnaces, I guess, because the furnaces are pretty cheap to build. So I'm just putting everything away and then seeing how close I am to goal. $40 copper away. So here's what I'll do. I will grab my gear off of here, scuttle this ship, because there isn't a compelling reason to downgrade ever. The speed of a catch isn't that much better than a brig. So dismantle the ship. As you can see, I'm not really getting anything back. I guess what I could have done in this case was not made all those nails and save myself a little bit of copper. Oh, there was still cargo on it? Oops. Wait, no there isn't. Oh, yeah, no, there obviously is. Wait, what? I was trying to manage it and it just, like, wouldn't let me drag this stuff off. Okay, so it's cleared now. Twitchy Clipper gone. I'm gonna have more raw materials than I reasonably need. Nails and the like, fabrics, etc. But, you know, whatever. Okay, and if, let's say we're impatient. Let's go ahead and make... five. So do 10 here. 10 here. 10 here. 15 and 12. Let's just speed it up a little bit. It's not perfectly divided, but yeah, it's better than it was. And because I have no ship, I am kind of stuck here until we get one. Let me make sure I have everything that I mean to have. I don't think there's any other upgrade items that I've overlooked. I have a reagent table, right? Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, no, I built everything. Had I known that I was going to do, and obviously letting you vote on this, that I was going to have a brig,
My contacts can up.
If you've got coins,
oh, you know what?
I'll arrange
They
a
don't
ship.
sell ores. Never mind. Take that back. And, there's no, I don't have the Tumbaga to send anything. Not that I would send 24s anyway. Well, maybe. If you had a lot of Tumbaga ore, you could. But the benefit here for the repair kits, the keelhold, the repair kits last longer, which is pretty sweet, especially for the in-combat ones, and for the perfectly ordered, the aiming speed is faster, which is, I'm not sure I'd notice really, because it doesn't aim that slow to begin with. All right, how close are we to the brig? Okay, only a little bit more copper. The other thing is the difference. So the regular brig, 70k hit points, speed of 20, with a main battery, 6 guns, 12 pounders. I don't have 12 pounders, mind you. I have 24 pounders, so that kind of limits what I could do. The Brethren brig is 6 guns, 12 pounders, and then the Blackbeard variant is 24 pounders. So I don't really have an option here. Normally I would like poll you guys, but obviously I have 24 pounders. The other two types of brigs can't handle the 24 pounders, so they're completely not viable to make. So I'm going to be doing the Blackbeard. The Blackbeard has a cargo size of 16, so it's the smallest cargo size. The Brethren has 32, and the regular has 24. And then the Brethren has 90k, 50k, and 70k. And the restoration cost is all the same, and there's no second batteries for any of them. That's a frigate thing. So, we'll go Blackbeard variant. And I think it would help if I had all my ingots on me to know when I hit threshold. So I need one more? Oh, okay. Done! I have all the copper I need. There it is! In all its glory. So, hooking up cannons, keel hold, tactics, boarding, putting in repair kits, combat repair kits, master repair kits, and then, like, grog if I had any. I could craft some grog, but I don't think I'm going to need any in this upcoming fight. Let's go ahead and name it. It's not really a clipper, but whatever. Give it the black and purple hull, black and purple sails, black and purple everywhere. Because, you know, it's Twitch. Pull it out, and it's a much bigger boat. So, in the remaining time, I would like to get in a naval battle to show you the difference of combat ability. That was always the intent. So let's find someone to kill. And the one last thing is the guns difference. So the Ketch is 3 guns, and the Brig is 6 guns. So, yeah, I mean, it's not insignificant climb in combat power at all. So we'll head back down to the Blackbeard waters around the foothills and see about snagging us some kills. With my luck, it's going to be like the most pristine and placid, pacifistic waters ever in the history of water. Nope, take it back. Enemy straight ahead. Take the Brig out for a spin. Oh, I forgot the goat trophy. Whatever. Oh, I totally missed. I accidentally pulled up on the mouse. User error. 13k. That's about easily twice that of any other hit I've ever landed. For a non-crit broadside. Although, I don't know why, but I'm just kind of sitting here. I, like, lost all of my momentum. So previously, to take on a level 8, it was like 6 volleys, 8 volleys. I can't hit to save my life. Let's just ignore that miss. All of them. It's a new ship. I mean, I gotta christen it, right? Another 10k. Another, oh, they're disabled in 1 volley. I hadn't hit them before, and they're already broken. So, this is a really bad example of the combat power. The ship is not going down. I guess that's an example of, even when you're a potato captain like me, the ship... Did they just friendly fire? Kind of look like they sunk each other. I don't think there is team damage, so to speak. But it sure looked that way. Alright, that hauler is disabled. Come on, turn a little bit. 14k, not bad. I don't even think they're going to survive this. Nope. Because that was a ship worth boarding, but like, I could have intentionally partially missed, I just didn't. For demonstration purposes of how powerful the ship is, blowing them up like that is sufficient, I guess. I'm also crunching this hauler's hull with my absolute S-tier captaining here. This view will help. Come on. Oh, you're such a baby ship now. The difference of ship size is very obvious. Now my crew are not... Oh god, I forgot to eat. I forgot to eat. I forgot to eat. Hopping off their ship like Jack Sparrow, like, no, 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 no! I have the munchies, guys. Check back later, please. No, I don't want to be in the entry with meat grinder. No, thank you. Just kill that. Just die already. There we go. Well, sinking that fleet was pretty easy. And I'll try to go after... The last thing I do this stream is go after that 10 that's over there in a second. Because... that way it's like a 10 versus a 10. It gives you a bit better of a picture of the Brig's combat power comparatively, I would say. Where were they? I don't know. Around here a second ago. I think they're to the north. Nope, those are 8s. Fine, I guess I'll do 8s. Well, was once, like, I had previously rolled up on, like, a 4 stack of 7s and, like, nearly died. Or I did die at one point. So the difference is enormous. Just being able to roll up on a large fleet like this. Like, he's almost dead to like a half volley and a full volley, because the front cannons are really a half volley if anything. Yep, there we go. Totally disabled ship in essentially a volley and change. And the level difference is not that great. It's 8 to 10, so they're just getting monster trucked. Easy win. Them pirates got clapped. Oh boy, how many ships is this? Oh, just 4? Just. Yeah, I'm up for it. This is roughly the same fight that my catch had to, like, barely survive consuming a bunch of combat repair kits. So this is probably the best comparison head-to-head of the two ships that we'll have. Assuming my playing abilities remains comparative. Yep, missing like normal. All things staying equal. Well, to be fair, they were outside my firing arc. That one wasn't exactly my fault. It certainly handles chunkier, though. It's far less nimble of a ship, despite the, massive gun boost. One side volley and that whole thing's just done. Oh, I thought I'd have them disabled. Oh, look, some 10s are coming to join. That'd be a real challenge if they add. Oh no, they're not sailing towards us. If I hit them with a full volley, they'll just sink. Let's hit the other guy. The other thing I wish is, I wish you could, look at the fight from the top. Because when there's waves in between, I have no idea what the firing arc is. It's just a guess, and I'm bad at it. And I don't feel like the AI has the same sort of constraints. They seem to not care if there's a massive wave, they hit you all the same. Wow, that ship was flying. We got a Dutchman over here. Alright, little Blackbeard transport, prepare for some piracy. Alright, I've eaten this time. So this fight will be different. Don't shoot me. Ah. No, 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 no. I was trying to jump off. What an embarrassing way to end that. I like how when I was dying, it was just like 0. 0 what? Skill. Yeah, unlike almost every other pirate game I've ever played, there's so much stuff on the deck in this game that I find myself, because I'm thinking of like all the other pirate games I've ever played, that I find myself like tripping on deck stuff, you know, like ropes, cannons, capstan, And your own ship, oddly enough, is like open, and then the enemy ships are just like total cluster, where when you're trying to get away, you just can't. Or I can't. It might be a personal skill thing. Alright, time to make the Sail of... Oh, boy. Now, my death marker's now corpse camped by 2 10 gunboats. The treasure boat that I wanted to board, yeah, that doesn't exist, but they called in backup. Trolls. Yeah, the front cannons are pretty obscured. You're not wrong. This guy. Like, ooh, yay, I get to stare at... What is that even? Like a vampire bat? Gargoyle-y thing? No, turn. Come on. They're dead.
Enemy ship's gone, Captain.
And these are like 10 gunboats. Gunboats aren't big. These are catches, but both of these guys got smoked. I don't even think I repaired once. No, I didn't repair. Yeah, all right. Well, pretty good demonstration of, all right, let's remove the evidence of that. Pretty good demonstration of the Brig's power. I'm not in naval combat. Shut up, game. Shut up, game. If I can shanty, I can fast travel. There we go.
That's enough.
I'm gonna put everything. Oh no, that's not how to do that. I'm gonna put everything away and wrap this up. I do find it strange that you keep getting so many, like, there's a lot of ship loot that you get from the ship combat that you don't end up using. Like the steel nails, I find myself with so many more steel nails than I can reasonably use. I don't know why it's so common in the loot pool, these guys. Rare. Nah, I don't think they're rare. I agree to disagree. Like, wholeheartedly. But this, friends, is where I'm going to leave off for this stream. Thank you for tuning in to Windrose, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow pirates.